This is Ryan Shay, professional marathoner and 5-time United States champion. He was strong. He was determined. He trained his entire life for one race. But just 5.5 miles into the Olympic trials, Ryan Shay collapsed and never got back up. This is a true, tragic story of the marathoner who died chasing his dreams. Ryan Shay was born on May 4th, 1979, in Ypsilanti, Michigan, the oldest of 8 children. From the very start, he stood out, not because he was a leader among siblings, because he had a motor that never stopped. His father, Joe Shay, was a dedicated runner himself, and from an early age, Ryan was running side by side with his dad, putting in miles most kids would never dream of. He was just a boy, but already his legs were moving towards greatness. By high school, Ryan was a Michigan State champion, running under 9 minutes in a 2-mile and dominating cross country. He was built for distance, with a heart full of grit. He earned a scholarship to the University of Notre Dame, where he didn't just run, he rewrote the record books. Ryan became a 9-time All-American. He won the 10,000-meter NCAA title in 2001. Teammates say he was the hardest working guy on the team. He would wake up at dawn, log double-digit miles, attend class, lift weights, then run again. He wasn't just dedicated, he was obsessed. After graduating, Ryan turned professional. But unlike many pros, he didn't chase sponsorships or Instagram fame. He chased pain. He welcomed it, and it paid off. He won the USA Marathon Championships in 2003. He won the US Half Marathon Championships. He won the 20K, the 25K from 2001 to 2006. He was a fixture on the podium, the blue-collar grinder in the elite athlete's world. On November 3rd, 2007, the streets of New York City were buzzing. It was the U.S. Olympic trials for the marathon, a race that would decide who would get to represent America in Beijing. Ryan Shay was 28. He trained harder than ever. It was cold and crisp that morning. His wife, Alicia, also a distance runner, watched from the sidelines. At 8:30 a.m., the gun fired. The nation's top runners surged forward. By mile 5, Ryan was running strong, steady, focused. But just after the 5.5-mile mark, everything stopped. Spectators near Central Park saw it first. A man on the ground. Medics rushed in. They performed CPR for 30 minutes. He was taken to Lenox Hill Hospital. But it was too late. At 27 years old, Ryan Shay was pronounced dead at 8:46 a.m. He never finished the race, never made it to the Olympics. The autopsy revealed a rare, previously undiagnosed condition, cardiac arrhythmia, due to an enlarged heart, known medically, cardiomegaly. But the twist? Ryan and his coaches already knew his heart was large. Most elite endurance athletes have athlete's heart, a harmless condition where the heart grows to pump more blood. But in Ryan's case, it may not have been benign. Some speculate his heart had a genetic abnormality, one that couldn't be trained through, one that no amount of effort could overcome. His death wasn't due to drugs or overtraining. It was simply fate, a hidden condition, and a body pushed to its final limit. The running world was in shock. Competitors cried. Teammates were broken. Alicia Shay, his wife, was devastated. She said later, he died doing what he loved. A tribute was held before the NYC Marathon. Black ribbons were worn. Ryan, number 10, became a symbol of sacrifice, of passion, of pursuing greatness at all costs. The Olympic team went without him, but his spirit remained. Every time a runner pushes through pain, runs in silence, or chooses the hard path, Ryan Shay is there. Ryan Shay never got to the Olympics, but in 28 years, he achieved more than most do in a lifetime. He taught us that chasing dreams is worth it, and even if it costs everything, that the greatness is not found on the podiums, but in the willingness to suffer, to try, to believe. He ran until the end, and in doing so, he became immortal. Rest in peace, Ryan Shay, champion, fighter, and forever marathoner.
Most of you understand and appreciate hard work, or you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't have chosen cross country, you wouldn't have chosen the sport of running, because it is one of the toughest and most challenging sports out there. I knew I was going to outwork anyone else, any of my competitors, anyone else out there running, and I was going to make the sacrifices necessary to get to the level where I wanted to be. And as long as you're setting goals for yourself and you're doing everything necessary to reach those goals, which a major part of that is listening to those who know more than you do, i.e. your coach, and just listen to everything that all the wisdom, all the knowledge they have through their years of experience, because they're going to get you to where you want to be. But the first thing is that you have to decide for yourself whether or not you actually want to put in the work to be there. There's probably some of you who don't maximize your potential, that are relying more on their talent and not putting in the work to go behind that talent. And I don't want any of you to do that. I want each and every one of you to maximize your potential, realize that potential, and demonstrate it every day in practice. When you do that in practice, it'll come naturally in a race. That should be the goal of each and every one here, is to strive for excellence and demonstrate that on a daily basis. You're going to find at the collegiate level, everything gets stepped up a notch. What you guys have that I didn't have is a coach with the knowledge that Coach Newton has. You guys are provided an environment and opportunity here at York to do that, and just take advantage of it. Think about that every day, what an advantage you have over someone like me that I had in a smaller school, and take advantage of it and realize that you guys have a great team chemistry, and work with each other, and come to the state championship, you guys will come out winners. There's no doubt in my mind.